Everyone's talking about how the 1000XM3 is the best noise canceller out there, better than the Bose, better than the Klipsch, better than even all the Sennheisers, but no one has bothered to compare them with the best headphones from B&O. I wonder why. And of course I'm talking about the very expensive... Sorry, wrong product. The very expensive Beoplay H9i. So I think this was released in early 2018, I think it was in January, 499 USD. So it's super expensive, even more expensive than the $349 Sony 1000XM3. And I apologize if any one of you thought I was going to review this as soon as it came out, but apparently not. Apparently at that point in time I was looking at some other products and there was too much going on. But hey, at least we get to compare them to the brand new Sony 1000XM3. How awesome. Both of them are similar in some ways. They are both noise cancelling headphones, they are both wireless, and they do offer touch controls for music controls and volume controls. And the similarities end there. These ones have touch controls, but they use a mechanical touch control system as opposed to the capacitive touch control system. So apparently the touch controls will also work if you are wearing gloves. They also use premium materials like aluminium and genuine calf skin leather. So I'm expecting a lot from this pair of headphones. I'm just wondering how well would its noise cancelling and its sound quality compare against the Sony 1000XM3. Let's take a look at what's inside the box. Okay, obviously you have the headphones. The headphones is... wow. I'm gonna give you a closer look. The calf skin leather is so soft. They feel really comfortable already. And this is where you swipe. But as mentioned before, they use a mechanical system for its swipe controls as opposed to a capacitive system. So you can even use this when you're wearing gloves during winter. And the build quality feels really good. This entire headband, I believe, is made out of a single piece of aluminium, and even the yoke arm is aluminium. The ear cup shell seems to be made out of a sort of polymer or plastic. Doesn't sound metallic. You hear that? Sounds more like a plastic than a metal. The right ear cup is where you find all the operating controls, on and off, Bluetooth pairing, the touch controls as well. The panel is right here. A USB charging port for fast charging, and a 3.5mm audio input jack for the audio cable. So you can use this pair of headphones purely for music listening when the battery runs out. And sometimes you may have to use the audio cable because it's got a stated battery life of up to 18 hours. So it's not very impressive, in fact just about average in the current scheme of things. But the one thing that this has that the other headphones don't is that you can buy additional B&O rechargeable batteries for the Beoplay H9i and replace them when it runs out. The other headphones, where the battery runs out, you have to recharge them again. This ones, you just have to open up the plate, pop the battery out, and just replace it with a fully charged one. Some boxes inside. Okay, soft carry pouch. This is felt. Very nice. I think this is the sort of material that I can clean my lens with. Airplane adapter, yes! This is a 3.5mm audio input cable, USB-C to USB Type-A charging cable, and of course, the literature. Okay, so in terms of build quality and design, I feel that I'm leaning more towards the Beoplay H9i than the 1000XM3. The 1000XM3 it's got pretty good build quality too, but it's mostly plastic and rubber, and it's got this synthetic leather cushion which may flake and peel over time. I think I did a video about that which you can watch right over here. But the Beoplay H9i uses a lot of aluminium in its construction, so it feels very solid, it feels good in my hands. The genuine calf skin leather cushions means that they don't flake, peel, or disintegrate over time like what happens with synthetic leather cushions. So in a sense, they also require less maintenance, so that's a big benefit for me. The only gripe I have about its design is that they don't fold in into a smaller form factor, and they don't come with a hard carrying case. So yes, they may be durable and all, but I still don't feel so secure if I have to plump them in my bag or put them in my luggage. Like this ones, they only fold flat, but the 1000XM3s, they fold flat and they fold inwards like this, or you can even fold them this way. Yeah, so that they're really small and they don't take up a lot of space, and they do come with a hard carrying case, extra secure, so you can just zip it up and keep it in your bag. So I get it's premium materials, but at the price of $499, I would expect at least a hard carrying case to go with it. Okay, so let's check out the comfort and see which one is more comfortable. Oh, the cushions are they feel so good on my skin. And the clamping pressure too is just right. Not too tight, not too loose. Let's compare with the 1000XM3. Yeah, in terms of fit and comfort, I'd say I gotta give it to the 1000XM3 because the cushions are big enough to cover my ears, as opposed to what's here in the Beoplay H9i. These are supposed to be around the ear headphones, but the cushions don't fit around my ear. In fact, some of it is like pressing against my ear. It's just not big enough to fit my ear. But they're still very comfortable. I mean, the clamping pressure is great, and the genuine leather just feels so soft and nice on my face. It's like it's caressing my face. Okay, so I've connected both of them to my laptop. We're gonna find out how they stack up to each other in terms of sound quality. Okay, let's go. First, Beoplay H9i. This one's got a very smooth sound. I do feel that there's quite a bit of track separation there, but its sound is also quite compacted. I don't know how to describe it. Like, if I were to compare this to the 1000XM3, the M3 sounds a lot more open and spacious, I think, whereas the H9i sounds more like boxy. But I feel that this has an advantage when it comes to the higher frequencies. It sounds smoother, wetter even, approaching the level of audiophile headphones. Also, I discovered that this one is a little softer than this, so maybe 25% softer. 50% on this is like 25% on sorry, 50% on this is like 25% on this. I'm gonna just try some vocal tracks, okay? I always use city lights for testing vocals, so let's try it. Vocal sounds pretty good. Okay, let's try its bass. Yeah, it's okay. Its bass is it's there. You feel the bounce, you feel the beat, you can appreciate the gravitas in the song, but somehow it doesn't hit as low as I would like. Let's try this. Yeah, easily I can tell that this one, the 1000XM3 has more enjoyable bass, better mids, because the vocals actually sound more distinct and well separated from the rest of the song. Very nice. Sound staging as well, it feels more open and spacious, whereas this ones, they feel a little bit more boxy, I guess. But I do like the treble in this. The treble in these pair of headphones sound very smooth, and they do have quite a bit of wetness to it, something that audiophiles would appreciate. But in terms of bass performance and mid-range performance, the 1000XM3 compares quite favorably against the Beoplay H9i, and both of them are already on flat EQ, so there are no enhancements done to their sound quality. But what about noise cancelling? Well, it's kind of hard to tell right now because this is such a quiet environment, but I'm going to take this outside to test, and you are coming with me. Let's go. This is the perfect place to test the noise cancelling of the Beoplay H9i. Full of people, very noisy. So of course, we're going to compare the noise cancelling of the H9i to the Sony WH-1000XM3. How will it compare? Let's find out. Okay, so I'm going to fire up the H9i. Okay, not bad. It cancels noise pretty well. It's quite quiet. Yeah, pretty good. But how would it compare with the 1000XM3? So the 1000XM3 cancels just a little bit more noise than the H9i. Wait, let me just verify that myself. Yeah. So the H9i cancels quite a bit of noise. It's pretty quiet, but I still hear quite a bit of voices, whereas the 1000XM3 seems to cancel just a little bit more voices around me, and I think they do cancel about the same amount of low frequency noise. No. The 1000XM3 cancels a little bit more low frequency noise too. So overall noise cancelling performance, I feel that I will have to give it to the 1000XM3, but that's not to say that they don't cancel a lot of noise. These cancel quite a bit of noise too, but it's just slightly less noise cancellation than the 1000XM3. I've also discovered something about the H9i. Let's talk about that right now. I like the H9i's. I think they look good, they sound great, the noise cancelling is pretty decent too. Overall, a pretty decent pair of headphones. But the only gripe that I have with them, and this is something that I discovered after spending some time with this pair of headphones, the swipe controls are really bad. Like seriously? Okay, I know that the whole rationale of the mechanical swipe controls is so that you can even swipe the headphones when you're wearing gloves, right? But the swipe controls were really unresponsive. Like, I would attempt a few swipes just to perform a single function. It's that bad. So overall, in terms of usability, user-friendliness, I sort of prefer the 1000XM3. The Sony's, they use capacitive touch sensors for swipe controls. So yes, you can't use them with gloves, but hey, as long as the swipe controls work as advertised, I don't mind taking off the gloves and just, perform a quick swipe, change tracks, adjust the volume. And I don't think this is a unique issue because I jumped onto the forums and apparently quite a lot of people are experiencing the same issues with the swipe controls. And some people even say that the Beoplay H9i's have better swipe controls than the H9i's. So I'm just wondering why these are supposed to be the best headphones from B&O, and it's a pity that the swipe controls don't work as advertised. They're also quite basic in terms of features. Like, yes, there's an app, but you can't do much with it. You can only do like basic EQ with it. You can't adjust the noise cancellation. It doesn't have aptX, whereas the Sony has all of these. So I don't know, man, but for $499, I would expect this to have a lot more, and on top of that, I would expect the swipe controls to work as advertised. Sadly, but that's just my opinion. But what do you guys think? Would you spend $499 on a pair of headphones like these, the Beoplay H9i, or spend $100 less and get the Sony 1000XM3, which everyone is raving about right now? I'm interested to know, so tell me what you think in the comments section below. So thank you for watching this video. My name is Aaron. You're watching Aaron's Wireless. If you think this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and remember to ring the bell to join my notification squad, because I upload videos every single week and this is the only way you'll get notified. So once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. Face palm out.